The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Get in the right room. Get in the right room. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
The Browns had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 9 yards that time.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Watson off play action. He'll buy some time right. It's caught. Cooper. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
2nd and 4.
Watch the run. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Alert.
Back to throw, Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Off the play fake. Allen rolling to his right. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
Chubb on the counter, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Right there, 54, right there.
They begin this drive with Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. These two teams all tied after 1. Second and 9 now from the 21. Watson now to throw.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Got a man. It's Schwartz complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
49 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Browns have taken the lead.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
After the interception, here's Watson. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they move the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And Chubb will try the middle here. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. Touchdown, Browns! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. In the second quarter and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to straight.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Allen off the play fake. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Jordan Elliott busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
To try again after the sack. Allen going deep for Diggs. And now here is another interception. Picked up by John Johnson.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On first down, Allen.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. To throw, it's Allen. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert And that'll keep the drive alive.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6.
What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right.
Now Allen. He finds his man complete. That's McKenzie.
Let's go, Brownie!
Allen now on 1st down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Singletary will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Bills say they have it, and they do. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Miles Garrett. Afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen uncorks one for Davis. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Allen going to throw. Buying time to his left.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Right there.
They go with Chubb on second down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And he will make the catch. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Allen. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They toss it left side to Chubb. Room here to run. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field,